Yo, it's Danny Boy. You now tuned in to the Encore Radio Show. It's fucking lit.
The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of...
I want a hammock for all of that shade that they throwing. DDMG getting paid at the moment. Need 30 for saving and 20 for blowing. Yo, ping in my phone, that shit burn flame emoji. I don't know what y'all have been seeing. That boy wanted beef, now he vegan. Well, trust me, this pepper in season. I do this for money, you rap for convenience. And niggas was scared of me going to Texas, but I stayed in Vegas and got all my nets in. And UTA blowing my phone up with Texas. Guess me not replying, they sending the message is cool. I'ma lend Cara a jewels. You niggas belly flop, this ain't the pool. I run that check up like Spice on the
Encore Radio Show, live here as you guys heard with Danny Boy out of Atlanta, aka out of Brownsville. So let's figure that out real quick.
Right.
So, born in Brownsville, born in Brooklyn. Shout out to my Brooklynites. Born in Brooklyn, but you moved to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So, has it been a split now in terms of like your time there and time here? Is it close?
Nah,
not
it's
close?
still, you feel me? It's still Brooklyn every day. Like, you feel me? I've been back and forth the whole time.
Yeah.
Really, it's the whole thing with Atlanta. It was like I had to actually escape Brooklyn because I was doing some wild shit out here as a young kid. So my mom was like, "Yo, what's the most furthest place from New York that I could take this nigga so he ain't gonna have contact with nobody?"
Yeah.
She like, "Yo, we going to ATL." So you feel me? Nigga was in ATL for like 2 years, and I hated that shit. Like, I ain't talked to nobody when I got down there, but now it's like, you feel me? It's all love down there.
It's funny because some people know this, some people don't. But I went to high school in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I hated that shit.
Two countries.
Yo, I don't talk like from high school. I probably talked to two people
From
maybe
Carolina.
two. Yeah, from Carolina.
It just be like
Two people like that. That's like a part of my life that I've like just repressed. Like, I don't talk about it. I don't tell nobody about that shit. Like, nothing.
When it come to ATL, you feel me? I can honestly say that Atlanta made me a better person because it exposed you to stuff that New York don't got. Like in New York, you feel me? It's always rustle and tussle. It's everything is, you feel me, gritty and grimy and all that. When you get to ATL and you just riding down the expressway and you just see all the trees, you like, yo, it's, you feel me? It's stuff other than project buildings that exist in the world. You feel me? And then you get Southern hospitality is a real thing. Like people down there that greet you, hello, goodbye, have a nice night every day. You feel me? You don't gotta worry about too many people grilling you. High school for me, I went to mad high schools in ATL. You know, niggas was moving around a lot. So I went to high school in Bankhead. I went to Frederick Douglass. That's like the hood school that T.I. went to. So you feel me? I got the hood side of Atlanta, and then I went to school downtown with all the rich kids. I went to school with T.I. daughters, and then I went to school that T.I. went to. So I got both parts of ATL. And I can say, you feel me, like, there's cheerleaders, you got basketball team, football fields at the school and shit.
You
so
play
like,
ball?
I tried to, you feel me, but God had another plan for me because niggas' jump shot wasn't as wet as it could have been.
All right, bet. Are you over that?
Basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Nah. See, because, like, even to this day, son, I'm like, nah. Give me, like, 6 months, I'm being NBA.
You
Fuck out
feel
of
me
here.
now? I had those times where you be like, yo, if I went to school, I could dash probably. Cause, you know, I'm 6'6" and shit. So it's like every day I wake up, I'm like, yo, I could really dunk on niggas. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, yo, I smoke a lot of bud. You feel me? So you gotta stop smoking bud. You gotta go to school. You gotta, you feel me, train your body and all that. Kudos to everybody that ball his life. That's a hard, you feel me, sacrifice to make. So, but nah, I ain't that disciplined for that.
You're right.
I'd rather rap and be free. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet. So how old are you now?
21.
You're 21, son. You're talented for 21. I'll tell you that right now. So shout out to you for that. Like, there are a lot of artists. Like, I've been doing this now for 3 years, and you know, I've watched the progression of a lot of artists. Like, I know artists that are like, you know, now coming into the game at like 19, 20, whatever, and I know artists that are like 27, 28, like me, who I've been following now their entire career and seeing that progression. you rap better than some of them. You know,
I appreciate it.
You understand the flow, the concept a little better.
I definitely appreciate that. Niggas put a lot of, you feel me, hard work and sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears into these tracks. So I'm glad that, you feel me, people was starting to take notice of that.
Appreciate that. All right, so peep this now. All right, so let's go back for a little bit.
Okay.
So, being from New York, but also living down south, who was your favorite rapper? Matter of fact, no. Who was your favorite rapper growing up, and who is it now?
I feel like, you feel me, my favorite rapper always gonna be Jay-Z.
Okay.
And that's just a given. It's just, you feel me, just the persona down to the music, down to how you carry yourself and everything. It's just Jay-Z is, you feel me, who I not aspire to be, but if I had somebody that I want people to compare me to, don't compare me to nobody but Jay-Z, you feel me? Because I'm not just a Brooklyn rap nigga. I'm not just, you feel me, some little hood nigga. Like, I actually, you feel me, I can articulate and dictate what I want to say. And you feel me, I'm from the hood, so it's always been 1 foot out, 1 foot in type shit with me. So, but when I got to ATL, I can honestly say, like, you know, up here, you don't really hear too many ATL artists, especially like before the whole trap wave came up. You wasn't really hearing about nobody. So I didn't really know about no other artists other than, you feel me, T.I., Ludacris, Young Jeezy, Outkast, Gucci Mane. You feel me? Your basic Atlanta niggas at the time I moved down there in 09. So when I got down there, that's when you see, like, Atlanta is really the music capital of America when it comes to, like, black music and rapping. Because it's like the way Atlanta is set up, it's like everybody is either friends with each other or they want to see you win because you from Atlanta. So it's not going to be that New York crab in a bucket mentality. You feel me? So when I got down there, I actually got to meet niggas like Young Thug and all them way before anybody knew who they was outside of Atlanta. So I got, like, you feel me, I got linked up with all of those niggas. I actually, you feel me, got to have conversations with these people. And now these niggas is at the top of the game. So it's like, yo, and niggas in New York is just now getting up on mad ATL artists that I've been, you feel me, that heard for years and shit. So it's cool just getting a different perspective on the different regions and how music work in different places and shit. So you get to see a good broaden your horizons. I would rather say, other than you just being you feel me.
It's good to hear that about Atlanta because, you know, a lot of people have their own conceptions, misconceptions, whatever it is about Atlanta. You know, I went to Atlanta in 2004 and I went in 2005. Like as a high school kid. Like when I went down there, like some shit called the Underground Mall or whatever it is, whatever.
I used to live right by there.
Oh, see, so I went there and that shit was like that was like the age of like EX t-shirts and shit, whatever.
So,
I got in there and as soon as I got in there, the shit got shut down. Like I've never seen a mall get shut down before, but the fucking mall got shut down 5 minutes, and I was like, I don't need this shit. Like, I don't need this shit.
Down there, you feel me? Them niggas don't be playing it. You feel me? As far as, like, they ain't with none of that rough house and none of that crazy ratchet shit. Like, a lot of people think Atlanta is just, like, some country-ass place that niggas just go to and they got straws in their mouth and shit like that. You feel me? But it's really, like, the city got life. You feel me? They into most of the stuff that, you feel me, we into. They get it a little late compared to New York, of course. But New York is ahead of everybody. But I say it's, like, it goes from New York, Atlanta, New York, LA. It used to be New York, LA, Chicago, but then Chicago started getting crazy. So now I feel like it's New York, LA, ATL. You feel me? So they just took over that spot. Now they a real pillar, not only in America, but you feel me, not only in hip hop, but just, you feel me, the world. Like everybody knows what Atlanta is now, just from the music and the artists and everything coming out there. So shout out to the city, man.
Dope. All right, so Danny Boy at Yes I'm Dano on Twitter, right? So Danny Boy, Dano, right? Now I was like, you know what? I was like, yo, that's a generic name. Like, let me go and Google that shit and see what comes up. I seen a whole heap of shit.
Like, for Danny Boy or
for
Dano?
Danny Boy, Danny Boy, right?
Yeah.
So do you think at some point in time you're gonna have to rethink your name because for social media purposes, or not even for
brand purposes? Yeah. Now I thought about that. You feel me? You don't know. I probably tried to change my name like 5 times since I started rapping, and every time I try to change it, it's like people like, yo, bro, like, it's not happening. Because it's like, you feel me, Danny Boy wasn't even a name that I came up with personally. It was just like, you feel me, that's what niggas call me in the hood. Because it's like, you know, growing up in school, you hear about the Danny Boy Iris song. You feel me? The song And it just happened that I'm part Irish into it. So it just all played into one.
Okay.
And so it's like, you feel me? I was thinking about just having Dano as the name. And then they like, yo, that don't really fit you. Because, you feel me? When everybody see you, it's like Danny Boy. Like, that's who you are. You feel me? Whether or not we going to call you Danny or not, it's still going to be Danny Boy until you 50 years old, 60 years old. Like, because it's not really, the boy is not, you feel me, from an age perspective. It's like a boy, like, you feel me, I'm a boy. Like,
you're a boy. Okay,
yeah,
I get it. All right, bet. So UncleRadioShow.com, at Uncle Radio Show, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Hit us all up. This is Wise Soul. We went like what? We're like what now? Like 6, 7, 9 minutes and 40 seconds into the interview, and I'm just now announcing who I am. Yeah, Wise Soul. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, The Real Wise with a Z, WIZE. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We here. Brownsvillain. What's up?
Brownsvillain.
All right. So, looking through my questions here, we done went through like half the shit I wanted to talk about already as it is. So, let's go back though to Atlanta underground artists.
All right.
So, from my perspective, speaking as a New Yorker, I've lived down south. I live like in the New England area, and now I live here, and I live again in the city. And I had the opportunity to see the different scenes from there. Not as deep as I know the scene in New York, but I do know that it's growing. New York is in a reconstruction phase per se, whatever. There's a lot of good talent, but the unity necessarily isn't there. And as much as we try to build it, there are moments where it fizzles out because it's too much. Yeah. It's too much. Like, we are too close together. Yeah. Do you think that the fact? Is it really an issue that you guys, like, even Atlanta, y'all are more spaced out, but it seems like y'all are more tight. How?
I still live in Brooklyn. You feel me? So when I go to Atlanta, I'm just like, you feel me, anybody else from New York that's out there. Only that I grew up out there when everybody else that's famous now grew up out there. Yeah. So I got acquainted with all these people, but definitely like the unity in Atlanta compared to New York is bar none. Like, you feel me? Every artist in Atlanta that you hear about that comes from Atlanta, they either know each other, know somebody that know each other, or they don't have a big enough problem with each other that they can't, you feel me, come together for the greater good of putting their city in.
I wish, man.
Now in New York, that's a whole different story, because on, like, first to begin with, just straight off top, when you even get in New York, you got to deal with what borough you from. You feel me?
Yeah.
That separate everybody in New York just automatically, and that, you feel me, it's not like it's our fault, but it's really just, you feel me, like, it's hard to relate to niggas in different boroughs just by the way that our city is set up. Atlanta is like, you got the metro Atlanta, one downtown big thing, everybody meet up, and then everybody got their own separate sides. Like, you got the east side of Atlanta, the west side of Atlanta, the south side of Atlanta, north side of Atlanta. East side of Atlanta, Gucci Mane, Future, Trouble, niggas like that, Scooter, you feel me. West side of Atlanta, T.I., Young Thug, fucking niggas like that. Southside Atlanta, you got Lucci, you got, you feel me, Bankroll Freshers from like the west side, R.I.P. my nigga, Schoolboy, you feel me, like, everybody come from their own sides, but it's one city at the end of the day. In New York, you feel me, you got 10 niggas from the Bronx, they from the Bronx. They not even gonna say New York City on the record, they really gonna say the Bronx. You got Brooklyn niggas, we the most antisocial people in the world. You feel me?
Brooklyn state.
We not even going to acknowledge nobody else in New York as being a New Yorker until they come through Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And Queens, like, you feel me? Queens do their own thing.
Yeah,
and
you're right about that.
Manhattan got an identity crisis because Harlem don't want to be a part of Manhattan. Manhattan don't want to claim Harlem. So it's like we got our own things, issues going on that stop us. But I can honestly say that now, seeing, like, you feel me, I just dropped my debut project, so now I'm like a fresh face on the scene type of thing. And I knew a couple of the artists that's getting getting love out here before they got up. A couple of them I don't know still, and you feel me, I done came across. But I can honestly say now it's more friendly than I ever seen it before. Like, you feel me, like when 50 and Fat Joe and all them niggas was running New York and stuff, you wouldn't really hear about boroughs connecting in New York City as a whole. Like, you feel me, when Rakim and all them was out, when it was New York City that was rapping. It wasn't just, you feel me, you had 50 Cent and Fat Joe. But now, you feel me, you got niggas from the Bronx like Trey Pizzy. You got niggas like Jimmy Tense from Brooklyn, my bro. You got niggas like Dave East from Harlem. You got niggas, you feel me, niggas from Queens, and they all can link up with each other and it be cool and cordial. Nobody be trying to step on each other's toes. Nobody be hating on each other.
You know what's crazy about that is that I went and I saw the first time I ever saw Dave East perform was when I went to a Dave East Trey Pizzy show at Webster's Hall a couple months ago, and they have a song together. Well, I didn't have a couple of songs together really, but they performed together. And at first I was like, oh, this looks a little awkward, and I felt the energy, and I was like, oh nah, like this is kind of dope, like, yo. You feel me? Then I heard at South by that Jimmy and Trey performed on the same stage, and it's like, oh, okay, that's perfect, you know, because I mean, listen, it's been 3 years to me, and like even me, being that I was living in Brooklyn, I really only interviewed people from Brooklyn. Like it was a couple of times, like I had interviewed Trey Pizzy back in 2014. I interviewed EuroLeague from back in like 2015, but like maybe like early 2015 though. But I didn't really I wasn't really in Uptown like that. When I moved Uptown, I haven't interviewed a Brooklyn artist in like I won't say a year, but I haven't like really interviewed like to the frequency in a long time. Like I really haven't. Brooklyn's gonna abandon me because I'm moving back soon. But Brooklyn's gonna abandon me for a minute because I've really been focused on Uptown and people out of town or whatever. But I'm ready to come back. I'm coming back soon. So Brooklyn, we out here,
man. I appreciate you even having me here from Brooklyn and getting to put on for my borough and my neighborhood. Brownsville don't got a lot of, you feel me, popular people doing anything positive. So the fact that you even giving me this opportunity, I'm blessings.
Blessings to you, man. I'm trying to figure out. I want to say shout out to at Dodger on Deck,
Brody.
Yeah, so I think I listened to one of his mixes and playlist or whatever. And he threw you on a playlist, and I was like, I think it was Pieces that was on there.
Definitely Pieces.
I was like, this is kind of high. I was like, all right, let me just jot his name down, whatever, come back to it. It was one day, like, I dead ass. Matter of fact, for those who listen to the Young Nate interview, if y'all go back, I listened. I told y'all that I sat down for 6 hours listening to music. Danny Boy just happened to be one of those artists. So I'm like, all right, let me jot everybody's name and figure out where I'm gonna go, whatever, from there, and I talked to you for a little bit. I at you on Twitter. You got me back, whatever. Had a quick conversation, boom, 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 and while I was here. But going to the album now. What would you? Is it album, EP, LP?
EP, album, experience. Just don't call it a mixtape.
Bad. Okay. So with the album, right? Brownsvillain. Let's start with the name. Okay. So what did you want to explain to people, being this is your debut project, with the title Brownsville?
I'm going to give you the exclusive. I ain't even tell nobody that this how I came up with the name, but the project was originally supposed to be called Villmatic.
Okay. And I would have liked that too, by the way.
Yeah, like Villmatic was going to be the first name, and I felt like it was going to be me, you feel me, like Nas, how he came in the game back when he dropped Illmatic. That was going to be like my debut to the world was Villmatic. Talk to East Chain and all that. We decided that, you feel me, we want to come up with our own concept, our own little identity we want to give people. So I'm like, all right, what's the best name that I can convey what Brownsville made me into without being corny? Like what can I call I'm not, you feel me, I'm more than a Brooklynite, you feel me? Everybody in Brooklyn is a Brooklynite, you feel me? But when you from Brownsville, it's like you got a whole different perspective on life, I feel like, compared to even people in Brooklyn. Because it's like everybody in Brooklyn, like if you in Brooklyn, you know Brownsville is Brownsville, you feel me? People outside of Brooklyn might not know what that means, but if you from Brooklyn, you know what Brownsville means. So it's
I don't even travel to Brownsville, son.
And you feel me? Like
unless I'm in a car.
When people see me, they don't even think I'm from there, because it's like, yo, you some tall, light-skinned nigga, you from the Ville? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm in there, you feel me? Like, we out there. So, like, with Brownsvillain, I'm just like, what can I give? You feel me? I wanted to give my neighborhood, more than anything, something to be proud of. And when you think about Brownsville, it's like we the villains of, you feel me, not only Brooklyn, but of, you feel me, New York. So it's like, and it's real misunderstood in that area, because there's so much potential out there, so many, you feel me, creative minds, great people that live there, but we all get this negative connotation because, you feel me, not only are we packed on top of each other like sardines, it's hard, you feel me, to live in a neighborhood with nothing but low income you feel me, people, lower middle class people that's struggling to get by, and then everybody out there just trying to survive into the next day. So of course there's going to be some, you feel me, rough housing going on and all of that nature, you feel me. But I just wanted to give my neighborhood something that when they, you feel me, when you go on Apple Music or when you go on Tidal or you go on Spotify, if you look up the name Brownsvillain and you see me on that cheesing, my nigga on the cover, it's like, yo, this is our nigga from Brooklyn that, you feel me, this the same nigga that I used to see walking to the store on, you feel me, on the late night, the same nigga I used to see scrapping behind Brooklyn Collegiate, you feel me, selling weed all of that at a young age. And it's like, yo, now this nigga rapping, he trying to do something positive and he not trying to, you feel me, throw dirt on niggas. Like, I'm not trying to shit on nobody in my hood. I'm trying to only promote, you feel me, everybody in Brooklyn, but really Brownsville is going to be like a mecca if it's up to me, you feel me. Like, I'm trying to turn my hood up.
That's what's up. That's honest. That's really dope, because, you know, there is a negative connotation about Brownsville. I mean, everyone knows it. I think even people who don't live in Brooklyn know about Brownsville.
At least of it.
Yeah, I mean, so no one don't know this neither, but like I grew up, until I moved to Canarsie, I grew up on Rockaway Parkway. Like I was literally down the street from Brookdale Hospital.
Yeah, so you right there.
Yeah, so I know Brownsville. Like my barber was in Brownsville until I moved to North Carolina. So I know It's just it's difficult because people, when you have that kind of negative condition, like, people don't even want to try to find out what talent is there. You know, it's just like, it's just to them, to everyone. I mean, even to me, I do it as well. It seems so bad. It's like, nah, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, like, you don't even really want to deal with nobody from the Ville just because what you hear is like, you feel me, I don't want to expose myself to that type of energy of people saying all that's going over there is, you feel me, ratchet shit, people dying, getting robbed and all of that crazy shit. Then you don't want to, you feel me, what can you expect to come from that other than that type of stuff, you feel me? But I always feel like I said, like, I wouldn't be who I am today if I ain't grow up in Brownsville, you feel me? Like, that made me ready for any neighborhood I go to, I can survive in. Anywhere, like, I can go anywhere, son. And it's just off the strength, like, I done seen the most savages of killer niggas, like, in the hood that got bodies that just, you feel me, do mad savage shit. They still help old ladies take their groceries up the stairs, you feel me? They still give little kids dollars to get ice cream with. So it's all subjective to what you be exposed to, like, you feel me? To them, to you, they killers, they drug dealers, they robbers. To me, they, like, you feel me, they trying to survive. And they still help. It ain't like they taking away from the neighborhood. Like, I could see if niggas was, you feel me, like, robbing people in they building. Robbing people, you feel me, of course, is all bad. Any crime is bad, you feel me? I feel like nobody should have to resort to that, but I understand where they come from because I lived it. Yeah. So I know what it's like, you feel me, to go to bed hungry and not even know when the next time you going to eat. I know what that feel like. You feel me? That most people don't know what that feel like. So it's not a good feeling. You feel me? When you go into bed cold in the wintertime, no blanket, no pillow on the floor, like most people never could fathom what that feels like. You feel me? These are people that lived that for years and years and years.
See, I it's funny because this last summer I was trying to explain that to someone. Like, first off, people talk to me about crime, and I don't blink. I don't know whether that's because I'm desensitized. I always fuck this word up. Desensitized. Yeah, whatever. Fuck that word. Like, y'all know what the fuck you mean.
We catch it.
But yeah, so, you know, I don't know if it's because of that, but, you know, it's just like, all right, well, I'm sure they had a real reason why they did that. You know, like, I find, like, as you know, I'm big on my own kind of statistics, but I really feel like if you were to poll everyone who ever committed a crime, maybe only like 1% of them would be like, oh, just because I felt like it. Everyone has a reason why they do that. If you have mad money, would you try and literally rob someone? No, for what? You got something, you know. And then, poverty breeds crime, not just because people, not criminals. Come on.
It's no after school. They cut my after school program in school. I'm in the worst neighborhood in Brooklyn, bro. You feel me? Most of these kids, their parents don't even be home when they get home from school. The only thing we had to do after school was the after school program. You feel me? If you wasn't in the after school program, you not going back to the projects to sit all day and be hungry, bro. You feel me? You gonna get outside and do what you gotta do. That's why when people tell, like, with the whole selling drugs and all of that stuff, like, I'm desensitized to it too, because you feel me, my friends have done this. I didn't, you feel me? I had to do this, like, cause I know what it's like to be, like, a lot of people claim they know what a struggle is like.
Yeah.
You feel me? The real struggle of really being cold at night with no food and no idea how you can get food, bro, will make you think about doing some shit that you wouldn't even think about doing on a regular day if you got a $20 bill in your pocket. Like, you feel me? These are people that got to look at their moms be hungry. Like, this is people you got to look at your little sister be hungry. Like, that'll make you feel me? Yo, you got that? Give me that. You feel me? That'll make you do that. So I can't judge nobody for trying to change their situation when it comes to, you feel me? There's no opportunity in the Ville. You don't get no job fairs in Brownsville. You feel me? It's not like nobody come through and try to tell the kids over there, like, you can be this, that, and the third. Like, I've never heard a kid in Brownsville say, I want to be a doctor, bro. And that's my main goal. You feel me? Like, you don't got to be a rapper. You don't got to be a ball player. You can just do something. But it's possible. Like, you don't get a lot of it's possible in Brownsville. You feel me? It's like, yo, this where we live at. This what it is. You either going to finesse it or you going to die out here. You feel me? That's what they tell you when you growing up out there. And I'm just trying to change it so, you feel me, like, it's possible. Like, niggas see me, like, I was on the corners. You feel me? I was doing all types of nonsense. And now I'm on a radio show getting interviewed. And to the people in my neighborhood, something as small as this, like, not even like doing no big concerts or that, something like this, just me being on a radio show talking to you right now is a win for my whole neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? And that's really what it is.
Being able to, I mean, definitely to be able to talk about your neighborhood, because people don't understand. Like, I just had, shout out to Kadeem King last week. Damn, when y'all hear this, this will be, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but I interviewed Kadeem King, episode 10, I believe, and Kadeem is from East Harlem, and he was talking to me about his neighborhood too, and it's the same thing. And I'm like, you know what? Like, people need to hear this, because otherwise they will, like, you know, they could just take what they hear on the news and be like, oh nah, like, that's just, that neighborhood just not for you.
That's
like, they don't know.
Like, you feel me? Like, when that little rest in peace to the little boy that got shot in Brownsville. You feel me? Like, people think that that's just some everyday, oh, that just happens in Brownsville. Nah, like, you feel me? Why would nobody want to see a kid, you feel me, get their life taken over some nonsense that's going on in the neighborhood between niggas, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't promote violence in my neighborhood. Like, we not, you feel me, a violent neighborhood that just promote fuckery. We just gotta live in it, and you feel me, we not complaining about it. Yeah. Cause you feel me, it's been going on for so long. Like, you can go back as far as like the 80s and when they had, you feel me, East New York, Brownsville, you had corrupt cops out there. You had all types of nonsense going on, and it just trickled down generation to generation, and it's slowly but surely changing. Cause now, you feel me, like I said, you get more kids like me in Brownsville that's like, yo, I don't gotta sell drugs my whole life. You feel me? There's more things out there that can get me out of my situation other than doing this. So you feel me? That's really, I like the way it's going.
That's dope, man. At first, 9 minutes ago, I was like, we're gonna run into this. We're gonna start talking about the album, and we're gonna be halfway, and I'm gonna swing. I'm about to swing the whole interview, whole different direction. And now I'm like, nah. Now I want to really, like, sit in that moment for a little bit, whatever, before we even go any further. I'm gonna ask you like 2 more questions and then go to break. Okay. I want the listeners to really, like, hold on to that for a second. Facts. So, you were in high school, down south. You finished high school down there?
I started high school in Brooklyn. 9th and 10th grade was in Brooklyn, and then I did the last half of 10th grade to 12th grade in ATL.
Okay, so in that time period, you went to all these different schools. You met all these different artists and I guess family of artists as well, and build a lot of connections out there and stuff like that. You know, how much do you think that helped you put this project together?
Oh, I left New York to go to Atlanta to finish my, like, I had to record my project in Atlanta because it was too much going on in New York. Like, you feel me? Me and my bros, we was in the hood in Flatbush, and I had like 50 tracks, no lie. We had like 50 tracks we done worked on, like, cause we hungry, you feel me? Like, everybody in there, we hungry, we trying to better our situation, and it was just like, we got these 50 tracks, but it was no organization to it. It was no, you feel me, playing with it. I was just recording because I wanted to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now, my homies, you feel me, my label that we built it, we started East Chain with Michael Aristotle, Willie Hendrix, Dre, Hive, The Kid Hive, HQ Jones, you feel me? they in ATL. So I met them when I lived out there. But the day after I graduated, I came back to Brooklyn.
That was like me.
Literally, the day after I got my diploma, I was back in Brooklyn.
I drove back the day after. I swear, yo.
Literally, I was in Brooklyn the day after I graduated. You feel me? So it was like, I'm like, all right. So of course they got, Mikey is doing his thing. I don't know if you feel me. Michael Aristotle. Check out Michael Aristotle if you haven't. Future, real nigga, Brody. They was doing their thing, and I'm in New York, like borderline about to go back to my old lifestyle, because it's hard out here. You feel me? And then we recording like 50 tracks a day, and it's like, yo, what we about to do with these 50 tracks? Like I want to put together. Like I had this idea to put together Brownsvillain since I was like 16 years old. Wow. You feel me? So it was like, I just got to give Brooklyn something that they not only going to be proud of, not only that they can respect, but it's different from everything that they hear every day. Like, I don't sound like nobody in my opinion. You feel me?
You don't.
So when it came to the project, I'm like, yo, how can I give my best effort, you feel me, get the best product out of myself? And I had to go to ATL, you feel me, and get in the lab with Willie and Mikey, and you feel me, and I told them what I wanted to do. They know my situation, you feel me, like the life I've been through and all that night. They're just like, bro, you either can, you feel me, do it this way, the typical nigga way, and just talk about it, or you can really sit and put, you feel me, your heart into it and make something that not only is going to last, you feel me, in people's ears, but they going to go back to it and be like, yo, this where it started at. You feel me? So I went to Atlanta. You feel me? I was gonna have like 30 tracks on the EP. You feel me? Like, cause I'm
glad you didn't.
Yeah, like I was gonna have like 30 tracks on the EP and just give niggas, like, you feel me, a whole catalog of music, and I just wanted everybody to listen to nobody but me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But then I'm like, we got down there, and I'm like, yo, I can tell my whole story basically about Brownsville, the beginning, that what made me who I am, like the introduction to me as an artist, in 7 songs. Yeah. And they all going bump. Like, that was the main focus. It's like, yo, every single song is going bump. You feel me? Like, you're not going to want to skip no songs on the project. Yeah. That was the only mission.
And I don't.
That,
when you start getting them checks, some title, just know that it's me hitting
yo, I definitely appreciate that. You feel me? But them tracks, like, I wanted 7 tracks. Not even 7. I wanted 6. You feel me? I was going to give people 6. I wanted 6 tracks / 7 that was going to make you feel like you was from Brooklyn by the time, like you was from Brownsville by the time you ended up hearing it. You feel me? First track we recorded was VMV. The intro to the project was the first song we recorded for the project. You feel me? And that set the whole tone for the project. Because after we made VMV, it's like, oh shit, like I can do that. Like, I didn't even know I can rap like that. You feel me? Okay. So it was like, all right, we got that. Damn, nigga, like, we gotta turn up now. Like, you feel me? Like, this might go somewhere. Like, this could do something. Then VMV came. Next was Collect. Cause I got.
So you're gonna, all right. So I have favorites. Okay. And you just named 2 of them right there. So all right, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So yeah, VMV was the first track. That's the introduction to.
Actually, no. Stop. No. We going to a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk more chop it up. Brownsvillain. It's the Encore Radio Show.
Coming up on a future episode of the Encore Radio Show.
Hi, my name PNB Chizz, and you are now tuned into the Encore Radio Show.
I'm not from Philly. I might not say this with a Philly accent, but Pastorius and Baton. All right, that's what the PNB stands for.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where your grandmother's from, right?
That's our block.
That's her block. So talk to me about that block for a second. Let me know what is it like, that particular area of Philly. All right, folks, and we back. It's the Encore Radio Show. Check us out, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Encore Radio Show, or at Encore Radio Show. Our website, EncoreRadioShow.com. We're also on the Indie Creative Network. Yo, shout out to Straight Out the Den.
Shout out to Straight Out the Den and my nigga Jay Good time.
Yo, that's one of my podcast partners. Make sure you guys check out Straight Out the Den on Indie Creative Network every Fridays in the morning. I drop it in the morning. So anyway, Jay Good, right? How'd you meet him?
I met Jay Good through Mikey and Willie, and we did a show in ATL one day. This is before he even knew who I was, and just after the performance, like, me and him was cool after, because I gave him a show.
That's what's up. I heard him say that when I got peeped some of y'all interview, whatever, on Facebook. I heard him say that. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's the homie. He be supporting too. Shout out to Jay Good, straight out to Den, Jimmy Hennessy, all of them, man. They show love.
Nice. All right, so 2 years down south.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think? Matter of fact, so you're 21 now. So how old were you during the Lil Wayne era?
Which one? Because you know he had a long...
All right. So pre Hot Boy shit. Like I'm talking. Matter of fact, nah. Let's do the Carter. So 1, 2, 3. How old were you around that time?
Carter, that came out like what 04?
04, yeah.
Carter,
yep, 04.
04? What? I'm 21 now. It's 2016.
See how I do the math on you, right? I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that shit.
I'm trying to think. All right, 2016, 2004.
Like 12 years ago?
That's 12 years ago. So I was about like what 10, 9. So
you're one of the first artists. Maybe a second. Yeah, one of the artists that I've actually had a chance to talk to that literally grew up in the era where I personally was like, yo, fuck rap. Like I can't deal with this right now. Like I need to take a break from all this shit. Right? You grew up in that era. You had the opportunity, but you also were in New York at the same time. So you had roots to see what I deem as real rap.
Exactly.
Right? So how much do you think being down south, living down south for the 2 years that you did, how much do you think it influenced your sound? Being able to balance the two at that point.
Sound wise, without like I said, like I am who I am based on the experiences I've been through. So if I never lived in Atlanta, you feel me, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I thank God for me living and spending those years down there that I did, because it taught me so much more. Like when you go to Atlanta, it's a whole different dynamic. Like when you go anywhere, like I done spent time in Chicago, I done been in LA and all that, and just those different places. Like in Atlanta is where you get the bump from. You feel me? Like I learned how to finesse in Atlanta, because them niggas is about getting their bread. You feel me? Now, of course, New York niggas get bread.
That's true.
But Atlanta, you feel me? I can honestly say Atlanta niggas, they wake up, go to sleep, breathe, get money. You feel me? And that's just what it is out there. So I learned that out there, and that swung around into the music. Cause it's like before, like you said, with the whole hip hop thing, I grew up listening to like KRS-One, Wu-Tang, Slick Rick, all niggas that New York people would deem as real hip hop rappers. Yeah. And it actually took me actually being down there and seeing how everything worked down there and see how they live life for me to, like I said, broaden my horizons on music. Cause it's like, all right, you're not going to get too much of a lyrical, per se, gritty, grimy nigga in Atlanta, because that's not the lifestyle they live. You feel me? So it's not, they don't even talk a lot. So you're not going to get, you feel me, a broad vernacular from, you feel me, an Atlanta artist. You're going to get some shit that you can dance to, that you can bob your head to, and that you can get money to. You feel me? I'm not trying to trap the Kendrick Lamar. You feel me? And that's just a personal feeling. Like you don't, you feel me? You get that Future bump, you get that Gucci Mane bump, that Outkast bump. Like, you feel me? Even Outkast, Andre 3 Stacks is one of the most lyrical rappers I ever heard in my life. Big Boy, one of the most lyrical rappers I ever heard in my life. Killer Mike, one of the most lyrical rappers. Ludacris, one of the most lyrical rappers I ever heard in my life. You feel me? And
even T.I. to an extent.
T.I. But then this is what I'm saying. You get to the other side of the spectrum, whereas though New York niggas is going to talk, you feel me? You got a lot of 5% style of rappers out here that we talk more conscious, more brain type, life type things and how we perceive life. In Atlanta, they teaching you about the experience, about what they do with their everyday dealings. You feel what I'm saying? The typical Atlanta nigga is not allowed to do out there. So it's, you feel me? The set number of things that they do, they perfect them. They know them front and back, my nigga, and they can tell you how to do it, how not to do it, and all that. And that's what you get in their music. So when it came to that part, I'm like, all right, I'm in Atlanta. I can learn how to say what I want to say on the track that can make niggas dance. That's where you get your VMVs and your, you feel me, collect from, where the beat going to bump, you feel me? You going to bump your head to it, but then when you actually listen to what I'm saying, you're going to see I'm talking about something. That's the New York part that comes into it. So Atlanta, that's where I got my bump from. You feel me?
That's what's up. Nah, I like that breakdown, because I was talking to now. I'm gonna start plugging all my podcast partners now. So shout out to Elite Music Radio episode. They're on episode 2 right now when y'all hear this, but they drop every Monday. They drop the same day, matter of fact, as the Encore Radio Show podcast. So y'all, once you're done with this, go to Elite Music Radio. Bet. So he's out in Pittsburgh, and I started thinking to myself, I was like, yo, like I felt like being that I lived in North Carolina, I lived in Charlotte, like I know that if I wasn't at work or if I wasn't at school, I was probably chilling in the hood, right? So I'm not just like in my crib, like here in New York or whatever. Like if I'm not at a show, I'm in my crib. Mm-hmm. I have things that I could be doing here in my house. I have things I could be doing outside, but I find that particular balance. Mm-hmm. When I was down south, like as soon as I came home, whatever, I'm hitting people up. You're like, yo, what's good? I'm coming to your crib. We gonna chill, blah blah. We gonna hit up. We gonna hang out till like 12, 1. I'm gonna go back home, sleep, and I don't do that. I don't do that here per se in New York because there's so much more to do. So
it's like, you feel me? You don't be as excited to do stuff in New York as in Atlanta, where everybody involved in everything down south.
Exactly. So I think that's where that Southern hospitality aspect of the lifestyle down south works in terms of music, because it's like, yo, basically to an extent, Hakuna Matata. Like fuck it, we all gonna make this shit work, whatever. Like we may not necessarily like each other per se, but we have a common goal. Let's achieve that.
We want to put our city on more than anything. Like, you feel me? If our city look good, we look good. That's how, and you see the formula working, because basically anybody that comes out of Atlanta right now is on. You feel me? Like, you don't even gotta be the waviest nigga, but Thug, Rich Homie, Yaki, you feel me? Any QC, Migos. So even before you got a name, because you in Atlanta.
It's like, for example, like Trey Pizzy and Dave East. If Trey Pizzy and Dave East was buzzing in Atlanta the way that they buzz in New York, they would be buzzing everywhere.
They be all over.
But because they're in New York, they're still like our artists until whatever happens, but it ain't happened yet.
And the culture shifted. You feel me? Like, people not really, these day and age, they not even really checking for New York artists just because we had so long of a run and like we made up rapping. You feel me? So it's like when you go from Sugar Hill Gang all the way up to who was the last real superstar from New York? 50 Cent.
Okay.
That's my. You feel me?
I have to agree.
Because after 50 Cent, when you see what 50 Cent did to rap music, the culture of just being, you feel me, a rapper.
The last rap superstar from New York. You're right.
It's kind of hard to, you feel me, like when you go from 50 Cent, like after 50 Cent and all of them, that's when everybody else started coming up. Like, you feel me, Kanye West was blowing up out of Chicago. Then you got, T.I. had his run when ATL came out in like 06 when that's what really put Atlanta on. Yeah. Was the T.I. run when ATL, the movie, came out.
You see, the fucked up part about that was that I was living, like I lived that era. So I lived in North Carolina from 2002 to 2006. So I literally lived in, like, Atlanta felt like it was already on for me because I was there.
Because you feel me, like this is before I got there.
Yeah.
So me going down there, my whole vision of Atlanta would be ATL the movie. You feel me?
Okay, bet. Damn.
And it's nothing like that. Like I'm here to like Atlanta is nothing like that movie at all. You feel me?
Okay, bet.
So that's really how I go.
I never flipped out like that. Okay, bet. All right, so let's do this real quick. Who are some signed and unsigned artists that you actually listen to on a consistent basis?
You know what's crazy? Like this day and age, I don't even be knowing who signed and who not signed no more. Because it's like, you got so many independents that's outshining niggas with deals, and then you got niggas with deals that don't do nothing. You feel me? So it's like, as far as, I just listen to artists. Like, all right, I can tell who got major backing behind them. Like, of course, you going to listen. Like, Kendrick Lamar is after Jay-Z for me. You feel me? Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I listen to Bankroll Fresh, R.I.P. my nigga. You feel me? That I listen to Bankroll Fresh. I listen to Trouble. I listen to Future. I listen to fucking Nipsey. Yeah. I listen to a lot of who else do I listen to? I listen to Kodak Black is my nigga. You feel me?
Haven't got there yet. I tried. I haven't got there yet.
And that come from me being down south and
Yeah.
understanding that Florida shit and where he come from. And if you listen to what he talking about, like I feel like Kodak Black is going to be our generation's Lil Boosie. You feel me?
Okay. I like that.
That's just how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to Kodak Black. I listen to, of course, the whole TDE camp going along with Kendrick Lamar. You feel me? I listen to New York artists. Of course, my bro Jimmy Tense. You feel me? I've been listening to Rec Cartier. I've been listening to Trey Pizzy. I listen to Davies. Like anybody from New York, I'm going to bump off top just because, you feel me? Except for that nigga Troy Ave. You feel me? That's the only nigga I don't bump. But other
my
than
cousin
that,
just snapped me some shit from Troy Ave, and I was like, I don't play Troy Ave.
Nah, bro. R.I.P. Capital Steez, nigga.
Facts.
Other than that, you feel me? I don't really bump. I bump a lot of music, I can say. Now, with me per se, when it come to my musical taste, like because I am who I am as an artist and as a person, you feel me? If your story not too believable to me, I can't bump you. You feel what I'm saying? So I do a lot of like, not even just, I'm into the artists that I like. You feel me? So I'm gonna look at your background history. I'm gonna look at your interview, see what you're talking about. I'm gonna look at everything that's going on, and if what you saying, like your image and all of that don't match your music, then I'ma slowly but surely, you feel me, fade away. So I'm real big on authenticity when it comes to artists. So if any
it needs
artist,
to be organic. That's why I have sometimes like someone we talked about some shit called industry plans. You know, sometimes I can't really get with it. You know, like I don't know too many artists that have a feel good, that their come up is a feel good story. I don't know too many artists like that. So when I hear an artist that has this story that's like there isn't like a heartbroken moment where it's like, oh shit, like, you know, that would hurt the average person. I'm like, I don't know. Like you ain't get hurt enough.
You feel me, son? I feel like, you know, a lot of niggas got it like in today's age and today's generation, you feel me, with the internet and all that, that really takes away a lot of the steps and the struggle that most artists that's used to, you feel me, that want longevity, it take all of that away. So you got a lot of, you feel me, one hit wonders. You got a lot of overnight successes that just last, you feel me, they 15 minutes of fame and then they gone. And then you got artists that really put into their craft, that really work on their projects. And you feel me? It might not be the hottest, newest trend for the week, but their project is going to be heard all year, as opposed to that 1 week that they get the buzz and then you don't even look at them for no more music for the rest of the year. You feel me? Like I've never wanted to be that nigga that you just, oh, he's popular. Oh, we like Danny for now. I want to be that nigga like, yo, I've been hearing Danny for mad long, and every time I hear it, it's nice.
I'm glad you didn't drop this in 2015. I swear to you, I'm so glad this didn't drop in 2015. Too much music. I can finally say this now that I'm in April. Too much music dropped in 2015. I could not, I literally could not go a week with listening to a full project because some other new shit that I needed to listen to came out after that, and I'm like, fuck.
And now you talking about that, it's really a blessing that I waited, because I was very impatient with the project. You feel me? Like my mans and anybody will tell you that knows me, when it came to that with Brownsvillain, like I was struggling. You feel me? So I'm in the hood. I'm borderline damn near depressed, because it's like I know how to do stuff, but my rapping is what I always wanted to do in my life. You feel me? So I expected rapping to get me out the hood. I know rapping is going to get me where I need to go in life, even if I branch off to other things. Yeah. So I'm sitting there like, yo, I know I rap better than a lot of niggas. You feel me? Like I know deep down in my heart I rap better than most of the niggas that people listen to. You feel me? And it's just like, yo, why am I not in the position that some of these niggas is in? Yeah. And then it take you just sitting back and reflecting, like, you feel me, a lot of people don't know what goes on behind closed doors, or they don't know what, you feel me, what it really is. When you, just because you see it one way, you feel me, it's not always going to be like that. And I'm a big fan of, like, you know, tables turning, you feel me, you in charge of changing your situation. So Willie and Mikey, I can give them all the credit for me being patient with the project. You feel me? Because I wanted to drop the shit as soon as I recorded the song. I wanted to put it out. Yeah. I'm ready to go. Like, yo, we better than all these niggas. Let's get it. You feel me? And like you said, it was a lot of music that was dropping around the time I was recording my tracks. And that kind of discouraged me, you feel me? Because I'm looking at it like, yo, all these niggas is getting on. I'm sitting here hungry. I still got to do this, that, and the third to eat. But I'm rapping better than these niggas. So it's like, you feel me? But I'm glad I put in that extra work in my project, because now every time I hear my shit, I'm proud of every song on it. You feel me?
That's what's up. You know, I'm an impatient person as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on a project now since last July, and I am. Well, actually, today is April. When we record this, it's April 5th. April 7th is supposed to be like the digital launch, and I have been letting my team like manage that shit. But on the inside, like, yo, like, my heart is bursting out of my chest. Like, I want y'all to see this. Like, I want y'all to have this and understand. Like, see it for what I see it as.
That's all you want from the projects, man. Trust me, I totally understand.
Oh, man. All right, so let's start with Pieces. So that's the lead single.
Oh yeah.
All right, so talk me through hearing, like, the process of making that song, hearing the beat. You know, like, tell me everything.
All right, so. Band Pieces. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the studio with Willie and Mikey. And recently, Willie had made a beat that sounded like some early 2000s New York fab mixed with, like, you know, those that like a Breathe, Stretch, Shake, that like one of those type beats. And I'm just like, ooh, if if I put my new flow on some old school like sound and shit, and we just modernized it, my nigga, that would be the sound that I can have. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I want to make a song, not that's gonna throw niggas off. You feel me? Like, when you hear Pieces, of course, niggas in New York or anybody that's living that lifestyle is gonna think that's what the song is about.
Yeah.
But if you don't live that lifestyle, then you like, yo, what is he talking about? Pieces hitting, like, what does that mean? And I just wanted to coin a term, like, you feel me, when Future did fuck up some commas, you feel me, or when he moved, you feel me, like something that we can have, like, and you can take it and take the negative connotation out of it, and you can use it in your everyday life. Like, you feel me? You got a 9 to 5, your Pieces can be hitting, my nigga. You feel me? You work at McDonald's, you work at Trader Joe's, or if you doing if your Pieces actually hitting, then you know that feeling of shit lit every time the Pieces hit. That mean, you feel me? You know how excited it is when it hit. You feel me? So, other than that, like, I really was just like, yo, I'm gonna be real with myself and with the people. Like, it wasn't no, like, I'm gonna make a club song or I'm gonna make a popping song that just got a wavy beat. It's like, yo, I made up the chorus for Pieces when I was in Miami last year around October with my bros. We actually took a trip where
they thought I was playing, till I came Mr. Spring. I'm all in your hood, I'm all in your block with some shots and hinges. My Twitter finger be my trigger finger. Never took a charge, just a misdemeanor. Take the pint of cocoa, mix it with the leader. I don't follow niggas, always been the leader. Flow sicker than a broke nigga. When the gold digger hit the dab on him. I ain't stressing no whole
niggas. Say too much, but shit was hitting. You feel what I'm saying? And so that led to me making the chorus while we was in the hotel room in Miami. I just started seeing it, and then they like, yo, you should put that on the track, bro. So I came with the track, and I was just, like I said, like, I was an angry kid before I really recorded my first project. I just, you feel me, rapping is my passion, my heart, you feel me, that's what I feel like my destiny was. So every time I'm in the booth, I'm in there trying to give y'all, you feel me, it's like I'm going to war in there. I'm trying to fix my situation every time I record a verse. Like, I feel like this is the last verse I'm going to record. So if you listen to the verse has nothing to do with Pieces hitting. You feel me? Like, the verse got something to do with you getting to know Danny more. So that's just how it came about. And then I threw Mikey on there. Mikey bodied the verse, and it was just a beautiful experience. And we was just like, yo, we gotta give people this first. Like, out of all the songs, it was like, which song can we give people first? Like, yo, Danny's rapping again. Pieces.
You see, the crazy thing, right, is that VMV is probably my favorite song, but I wouldn't have liked VMV as a lead single. I think Pieces is the perfect lead single.
Perfect, because it's like, you feel me, VMV, you not going to really understand or comprehend VMV until you know who I am. You know, like, at least a little bit of background information about me, and you know what the project is about. Like, you feel me? If you just bump V&V with no concept behind the song, it's a bumping song, but you're not gonna understand like what's the Ville, like what you feel me? Like what is he talking about there? But the song bumps. Now pieces, everybody can get money. You feel me? Like the whole point we here is to get money. You feel me? Like that's the whole point. So it's like everybody get money. Why not have your pieces hitting? That's just how it go.
But all right, so we got that. Then collect, right? Incredibly unique song. So I'm gonna plug in the song so people can hear it before I guess before or after, fuck it, whatever. Y'all gonna hear it eventually, right? But the beat is so unique. So when you heard that, what did you know what to do with that?
Yo, like I said, I've been ready to record this project since I was 16 years old. So nobody understands the thought that went like 5 years into recording one project that you feel me, just that you already knew that you wanted to do. I got a lot of friends that been in and out of jail. You feel me? Like one of the main things in my life that altered how I move and how I act was my dad getting locked up. My dad got locked up the day after I graduated from IS 55 in Brownsville. You feel me? The next day, literally after my graduation, we flew to Chicago and this nigga was locked up. Literally that day. You feel me? That really, like, before he got locked up, I was a straight aero kid. I played basketball. I got good grades. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't even know what weed was before my dad went to jail. You feel me? My dad got locked up, and then before my dad got locked up, let's backtrack. My dad was top 5 get money nigga. He was an accountant, and he was finessing. You feel me? So if you know what accountants do and you know that finesse, then you know what my dad was doing. You feel me? And he was doing it smarter than a lot of people had ever did it. So I was damn near rich before, you feel me, all of that happened. So I'm used to riding around foreign V's. I got like $800 in 5th grade I'm going to school with. I got the most expensive shoes in the whole school. My principals is like, yo, how you get, you feel me? Like everybody's looking at me like, yo, this kid is rich. Like, you feel me? So I got used to that lifestyle. So what do I need to be mixing and mingling with hood niggas for? You feel me? Like I got $800 in my pocket, bro. Like, you feel me? Y'all niggas is hungry right now. Like, it was like one of those, like, I was a superficial kid. I was a real rich ass nigga. Like, I wasn't trying to mix and mingle. I didn't understand the struggle at all. You feel me? My dad got locked up. Then it's time to live with moms now. My mom is nothing like my father. You feel me? Like, my mom is a real humble lady that, you feel me, she didn't really come from nothing. You feel me? She really appreciates every little thing. That money shit, it don't really mean nothing to her. Like, it's about your character with my mom. You feel me? So that transition from going to being a rich kid to going living with a parent that don't even buy Jordans, my nigga. Like, my mom has never bought me a pair of Jordans in my life. You feel me? So that transition, you gotta think about. What a
transition.
It's Jesus like Christ. You feel me? I'm going from riding and, like, you feel me? I had 3 cars before my dad got locked up. I had 3 cars. I couldn't even drive and I had 3 cars. You feel me? Till my mom don't even got it with. You feel me? Like, we on the train. We gotta get rides to go places. We gotta walk. You feel me? That's one factor. Then my dad is like my best friend. I'm a Leo if nobody knew. I'm a Leo.
Shit, that's why we click. All right, bet.
I'm a Leo, you feel me? My dad is a Leo. So I'm the spitting image of my pops. You feel me? That's my best friend. They took my best friend away from me, bro. It was quiet for everything. Niggas stopped playing basketball, stopped caring about school. I had to get out. Like, I was broke now. So it's like, you feel me? We ain't got no more money. Like, damn, nigga, I ain't eating tonight. What you mean? Like, you feel me? We ain't got no bread to go do this, that, and the third. So it's like, what I'm gonna do? I'm in New York City. I'm in Brooklyn. I'm a light-skinned nigga. You feel me? Y'all ain't gonna just punk me around in the, you feel me? So it's like, yo, nigga had to do what he had to do. You feel me? I had to jump off the porch. I had to, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? I ain't proud of none of that stuff. Like, I'm not saying that. You feel me? Glorifying it, but it definitely made me who I am today. And if none of that would have happened to me, there'll be no Danny Boy, there'll be no Brownsville, there'll be none of that. You feel me? So around that time when my dad got locked up, that's what really inspired Collect. And then growing up, like, even after that, after I made the transition to now I'm a street kid now. There's no more rich kid now. I'm a hoodlum now. You feel me? So now all my friends getting locked up too. So these is like, you feel me, niggas that I starve with, niggas that we get money together, fucking chill together. And then mind you, I'm 14, 15 years old. So we still got that little boy mentality. So I got a little boy mentality, you feel me?
Calling them collect. Hello? Sick of calling them collect. Sick of calling them collect. Sick of calling them collect. Free my niggas. Sick of calling them collect.
And this hot boy shit. And then my friends is getting locked up. So over the course between 16 and probably 19, most of my friends is either in and out of jail. Some of them niggas still in jail. One of my friends, my nigga Steezy, congratulations. He just came home like 3 days ago. Wow. He been in jail for like 4 years, bro. Jesus Christ. 2012, my nigga.
4 years.
18 years old, he went in jail. You feel me? Damn. He just got out. Nigga's 21. First thing he see when he get out is me. I drop my project. You feel me? That's what's up. Collect was for all my friends that like they took my friends away from me in a sense. So when I made Collect, it was like, yo, my nigga, like I'm tired of all my friends being in jail. You feel me? I'm tired of having to go visit niggas in jail. I'm tired of having to, you feel me, see my niggas, little brothers and sisters growing up without their big brother, their moms and all that, missing their kids. And then it's like, you feel me, that could be me. I actually, you feel me, I'm never going to jail again. Never again. Like, y'all never have to worry about that. You feel me? I did my little thing, and I'm like, hell no, there's not nowhere for no human being to be. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, I gotta make something for my niggas that's in jail. Like, fuck people outside. Like, you feel me? Y'all niggas get music every day. This is for my niggas that's sitting in Rikers, my niggas that's sitting upstate, my niggas that's down south. Niggas done shipped this nigga to Virginia somewhere. Like, my nigga just had a baby, Free Tiger. Just had a baby, didn't even get to see his seed yet. Because he was trying to feed his baby. You feel me? Free my niggas. Collect. Sick of calling them collect. Whole song. Now, when Willie made the beat, if you listen to the beat, it kind of sound like police sirens. A little bit.
Yeah.
And then we added that New York flair to it. When you get the little beat drop, when Mixy niggas pop on Twitter, you get the horn, and then the beat drop, and it's just like, yo, I'm giving y'all niggas, like, this is Danny angry. This me getting my anger out. This me explaining to y'all why I move how I move, why you see me act how I act on the internet, why I'm so reclusive, why I don't got a lot of friends. Collect is that track, like, damn, I'm from the Ville, nigga, like, you feel me? That's it.
That's a crazy ass story. But that's like, the background behind that made the song like even better in my head.
Because most people would hear it and you would look at me and you wouldn't think that I probably never even held a gun type shit. Like, because I'm a light skin, you feel me, Chris Brown ass nigga. People say, like, I look like a pretty boy. So people don't even expect me to be able to comprehend no street nigga shit. And that was me telling people, like, nah, my nigga, like, I done been out there, like, I done been a part of it, you feel me? And now you understand when you meet me or when you talk to me like you are now, damn, that song really starting to make sense. Like, when you go back and listen to it, this nigga really got friends in jail that he really sad about, you feel me? And that's just all it is. Free my niggas.
All right, so coming right before the interview, on my way home from work, fuck my job. I know, stress. Anyway, but I listened to Project one more time, and PNP stuck out to me. That's track 6 out of 7, right? Talk to me about that a little bit, cause like it took me a minute for it to really like hit, but like I like the production. I'm a big production guy. I like the production behind that. So tell me a little bit about the production and when you heard it, so on and so forth.
All right, so PNP, the chorus, Poppy Push Packs. You feel me? That was about a time in my life when I was just trying to survive. You feel me? And I'm a big Kid Cudi fan. You feel me? So when it comes to, like you, I'm a big fan of production. But as an artist, it's hard to try to create that. And like not even mimic it, but just like you really gain a new respect for niggas that take the next level in their production, Kanye, Travis Scott, because it's so hard to take hip hop and make it sound that musical without it being corny. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I understand that.
With PNP, it was me, Willie, and HQ. Shout out to bro HQ, also on East Chain, another producer.
Mm-hmm.
HQ and Willie are musical ass niggas. You feel me? Like, they listen to all the oldies, they listen to jazz, they sing, they do all of it, they play instruments, stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, I want to make a song. PNP was actually supposed to end the project if you listen to the breakdown of it. So I'm like, I want to end it with a bang, and I want it to sound like a big experience. Like, I want them to wrap up the whole project when they hear PNP. Like, yo, we can take in and receive everything you just said in these 6-7 tracks in PNP. So it's like, you feel me? You get the beat, smooth beat, then it just drop on you. First part of the beat is Willie. Second part with the drop is HQ.
Then, yo, you know, I wish everyone was his. I could ask more about that, because we don't have a lot of producers that come on the show. I think I probably only had like 2 or 3 out of the 100 people I've interviewed or whatever. I only had like 2 or 3 producers, and I'm just trying to understand the concept of taking something that someone has already created and then adding to that, and then making that be the song. Like, you're not talking about a sample no more. You're literally talking about something that was created by someone else, and you're adding something to
every sound on that song. We made up in that room, and my niggas are geniuses, and that's all I can attest it to, is them being geniuses. Because I could never even fathom coming up with a song that sounded like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's a collaborative effort by me and my niggas. You feel me? I'm the main meat in the sandwich. They the cheese, bread, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, mustard, all of that. Salt, vinegar, pepper. That's all them niggas. You feel me? Because I can rap. You feel me? I'm a rapper. Those niggas are musical geniuses when it comes to building and making a song. Like, that's the art of making a song and the art of rapping are 2 different things. Now, Willie and HQ might not be able to drop you a fire 16. HQ can drop you a fire 16. Willie not a rapper, you feel me? HQ actually a rapper too. But when it come to production of music, like niggas like 40, niggas like Travis Scott, Boy Wonder, niggas that, you feel me, mix and engineer. Like, engineers are the most important part of music. You feel me? They don't get it nowhere near enough credit.
Not as much as they should, for a fact.
With PNP, it was really like, I'm watching this. All I did was rap on the song. You feel me? I rapped on it, and I'm watching Willie take one part of the beat. He made the initial beat. Then I see Q come in came out of nowhere, heard the first part of the beat. Bro, I'm about to make the second part of the beat and add some vocals to it. You feel me? And we gonna turn it up into another level. Do what you do, bro. For him to take the little, like, if you hear the beginning of PNP, it's only like 4 or 5 sounds. You feel me? For him to take that, for him to add the strings, to add the dun 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 dun,
which is like my favorite part.
Bro, for him to add that, then for him to put the for him to mesh all of that, then still at the end of the song drop the beat and give me a little bit of more time to say what I gotta say. He just turned my artistry up to another level, and that's why, you feel me, it's not, when you hear Danny Boy, it's not just me in there, you feel me? Yeah, they my words, yeah, they my concepts, yeah, you feel me, it's me, but I got a whole team of niggas that, you feel me, believe in me and want to see me do good.
We turn them dimes into dubs, them dubs into quarters, from P's in the mail to hit and work with that soda. I'm dodging the D's, trying to add me to their quota. It's Brooklyn and nothing, my borough made me a soldier, we own it. Yeah, only the strong survive, only the strong survive, yeah. Only the strong survive, only the strong survive, yeah.
Like, they want to see them do good, and that's the key to success, is having niggas around you that believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. And so that's why you get an HQ coming in there, and he'll do something like that on my track, as opposed to just doing it on his track. He want to see everybody's song sound good. You feel me? That's how it works.
You see, you know, I tried to explain that to people before, because a lot of times, particularly here in New York, you do see a lot of people just working on their own. You know, they bounce from producer to producer, and I'm like, if you do that though, like, how are you gonna be creating a sound though? Like, you know, like, your producer, your engineer, like y'all, the three of y'all literally need to have like a personal relationship.
Damn near need to be triplets,
y'all need that
bro.
chemistry.
You damn near gotta be triplets with your engineer and producer. And luckily, my producers are my engineer. Yeah. So it's not like I even gotta go through another third party. Like everything cohesively fits, and that's why all my music flows how it flows, because we all in there together making these tracks. It's not like, you feel me, I tell them what sound I think my voice would sound better on as opposed to this. Like when they making the beats, I'm in there with them. You feel me? You just not gonna send me a beat that I'm gonna rap over. We gonna build some shit. Yeah. And I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to do that. Like you said, like in New York, you get a lot of artists that bounce from nigga to nigga, because people out here, I can honestly say, and I'm gonna keep it a stack, like there's no sense of let's build this and watch it grow. That's
where the Southern hospitality helps.
If you not, like in New York, you feel me, if a nigga can't see a direct return on his investment right then and there, he's not going to be, you feel me, motivated to even do it, because there's so many people out here. Niggas get bullshitted by so many niggas that you feel me, numb to trying to build something, and then you just get caught up in that finesse where, I can get bread from all these niggas. When you getting bread from every artist, like if you're a producer making beats and you feel me, instead of you taking a nigga you believe in and building him up, if you just want to make that quick bread off of every New York nigga, you gonna get 1,000 trash niggas rapping on your beats, 2 nice niggas that get 2 nice beats, you feel me, but you gonna be known for these 1,000 trash niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. That's a definite fact.
That's all it is. And I believe that with my raps. If I had a different producer for every song, you're not gonna get that same cohesiveness you got with Brownsvillain, where it goes from one track to the next and you kind of get in the story with it. You feel me? And that's because Willie is every track on there. Willie is the beginning of, like, you feel me, he's the foundation of every beat on there. And then Q came in and helped with 2-3 tracks. King Tone hits Foundry, did Jerry Maguire, but he also works with Willie and Mikey and me and Q, so we all got a cohesive sound, and we came up with a Danny Boy sound. You feel me? Mikey got his own sound, the Kid Hive got his own sound, HQ got his own sound. We had to create the Danny Boy sound, because it's different. Me being a New York nigga and them being from down south, it's hard. You feel me? It was hard to mesh that, because they got the bumping trap beats, and I got the lyrical. You feel me? Lyrics. So that coming together, like, that's the Danny Boy sound. You feel me? If you hear anybody spitting some real nigga shit over a down south trap beat, then you gonna be like, yo, Danny was the first nigga I heard do that. You feel me? Fab and them played around with it on the remixes when they did the Millie freestyles. That's what really I'm like, yo, I can sound wavy on these bumping down south tracks. And it's like, you feel me, nobody made that their initial thing. You feel me?
That's what made me like Wale when I first heard him. Because I was like, yo, like if you like, DC is a perfect location, because close enough to New York to still hold on to the lyrical and need the lyrics to be successful, but you can play with them down south beats a lot.
DC niggas love dancing. You feel me?
Yes,
And that's the type of music that lasts. Like, you feel me?
Especially right now, like, you know, people like I was talking to Robin J. I'm doing these interviews back to back. So if y'all don't hear Robin J, 1 week gonna hear Danny Boy the week after that. But I did these back to back. So when you think about it for a second, when you have like these go-go tracks, whatever, like, how is it that someone like J. Cole, for example, how would J. Cole make it on the radio if he has to compete with 100 dance niggas? Like, he's not gonna make it on the radio.
And that was what happened.
Yeah, exactly. And he had to go the real long route. But J. Cole is really good. I mean, Kendrick, you don't hear Kendrick on the radio.
And you feel me? That is a crying motherfucking shame. And you feel me? As soon as I get the platform to speak on shit like this, you definitely gonna hear about, you feel me? Yeah. The way, like, York.
I mean, people talking about it is just.
Yeah, like, you gotta, like, you feel, everybody knows in New York, you feel me? Like, half of the niggas that is in power in New York, not from New York. You feel me? Never grew up in New York. Fresh, just got here, they went to college, graduated, and came to New York, and now they, you feel me, they in a place where they at, you feel me? They don't even understand how New York artists gotta grind to get from point A to point B. Like, you feel me? From the time that we decide that we want to rap to get into the radio. The process that you gotta go through in New York City to get from all right, I'm a rapper to okay, my song is on the radio is so tedious.
Almost like 2-3 years for that process,
bro. And you can be the hottest nigga in the city and still not be on the radio in New York. And you feel me? And that's
definitely not prime time.
Never. Like it's never going. Like you feel me? I don't see it happening until we actually niggas that speaking on it speak on it. You feel
like
me?
I honestly don't think I've like I know Davies, Trey Pizzy, them. Like I know artists that have been played on the radio, but they getting played. I mean, right now it's 9:52. They getting played at 9:52 at night when nobody ain't listening.
Who's listening to the radio at 10 o'clock at night?
I don't even own a fucking radio. That's the sad part.
This is what I'm saying. Like, and then on top of that, like, you feel me? You go to the radio, really, you hear the hottest tracks. You feel me? But you want to hear the radio for the city you in. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you.
There's no reason why I'm in my city in New York. You feel me? And I'm hearing songs that I heard in Atlanta like 8 months ago. Yeah. Like they get the songs and they don't even be up to date with it. It's not even like, you feel me, you'll have a newer Young Thug song. Like I go to Atlanta for a summer. Like just now, I just came back from Atlanta. You feel me? The songs that they play from Atlanta niggas right now are so old in Atlanta, they don't get no spins right now. Wow. You feel me? Like the way, let's just say, like the same, like for instance, like a Panda. You feel me? Panda is an old track out here to us. If you from Brooklyn and you from Flatbush and you know the, you feel me, the mix, then you heard Panda way before.
Last summer type shit.
Way long ago. Same way in ATL, but the main people, like the main stations in ATL, the main people in power, they support Atlanta artists. So you gonna turn on your radio at 5 o'clock when you on your way home from work in Atlanta and you can hear a nigga that you've never heard before ever in your life and become a fan of him just because that's how they do it. Yeah. At New York, you gonna hear an Atlanta nigga. You feel me? You gonna hear a Chicago nigga. You're not really gonna hear too many New York niggas in New York. And I don't know why that is. You feel me? Hopefully they change it, but that's the issue.
You know, at first, for a while, I keep saying this and I said this in the last episode. You know, for a while I was upset with that. But if it was like that, there wouldn't necessarily be a place for me anywhere because then they will be doing their job. But because they're not doing their job, I get the opportunity to sit down with artists like yourself. So it makes my life easy. It makes life easy for me, and there's a place for everyone else. So
that's a fact. Yo, everybody doing their thing, man. I'm glad that you got the opportunity to do what you doing because you get to expose people to real nigga shit.
Yeah, man. Listen, I try my best. So rolling, ending up here real quick. So talking like Bankroll Fresh. Like, did you actually know him?
I actually I didn't know the artist Bankroll Fresh. I knew my nigga from the hood. Yeah. You feel me? Me being on the west side of Atlanta, me knowing who I know. You don't get to see these niggas as rap niggas. You get to see what these niggas do in the hood. And I can tell y'all, anybody you don't know Bankroll Fresh, you never heard his music. You feel me? Even if you heard his music, seen the pictures, you've seen all the response he getting from his death. That was one of the realest niggas I ever came across in my life. You feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all why. You feel me? Certain situations that life put you in, you feel me, is gonna alter you. Like your experience alter you. Shit you go through alters you. Shit you see alters you. You feel me? That was one of the niggas I can say, like, where he from in Atlanta, west side. The west side of Atlanta, to me personally, living on all sides, is the roughest part of the city. Yeah. You feel me? He from the roughest part of the city. Not only is he from the roughest part of the city, he from one of the roughest projects in the city. One of the places like you don't even hear about niggas coming from. You feel me? Not only did he make it out of there, he put on for his neighborhood, his city, neighborhoods where niggas didn't like him. He'd go back, he came through U-Haul truck full of toys for kids that he never met before. Neighborhood he probably wasn't even good at. You got niggas that's making millions of dollars that you never see them in the city of Atlanta. Never. You probably like Future in Atlanta. You could see Future in Kirkwood. You feel me? Trouble, you could see Trouble in Edgewood. You feel me? Bankroll Fresh, my nigga, was out there feeding people, putting niggas on. You feel me? Y'all seen PJ. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this was a nigga, you feel me? Yeah, like I said, product of your environment. Yeah, he was involved, whatever he was involved in. Yeah, he promoted whatever he promoted. But at the end of the day, when you get down to the nitty gritty and you in front of niggas and you see how niggas move and you see that niggas is in a high up position, and they don't treat you like you a little nigga. He just got my respect from that day on, and you feel me? I'm a rock for that nigga forever.
What's been the mood in Atlanta in the indie scene since his death? Matter of fact, the difference between the indies, it's not like here. The difference between the indie scene is different.
Yeah,
what has it been like in the music scene?
Like that, I feel like everybody in the city took that real. Like I'm not even from there, and I took that hard. You feel me? So I can only imagine niggas that actually grew up with Trent. You feel me? Like that actually then hustled with this nigga, or actually then got fed by this nigga, or actually knew him. And that's like the way he died, the way it was set up. Like if you know Atlanta, you know it was some bullshit. You feel me? It wasn't like no niggas call him lacking. It wasn't like no, you feel me? He was a hot boy nigga that was just doing shit he wasn't supposed. This was the most positive hood nigga I've ever met in my life. You feel me? This nigga didn't want to do nothing but get his bread, take care of his people, do his thing, and put on for his city. You feel me? As though anybody, any rapper, any real nigga you can vouch for, anybody, he wanted to do the same thing they wanted to do. Only he was nicer. You feel me? Like I could say he was one of the nicest niggas I ever met. Niggas just, you feel me? It's a lot of hate in people's hearts when you doing good, and you feel me? You doing your thing, and you not a slime ball while you doing it. Like you don't gotta grease niggas to get where you going. You can be a good person and still progress and still, you feel me, make a difference and all of that. And so I feel like the city personally, like that was one of the biggest knocks Atlanta took to me since I even been introduced to Atlanta. You feel me? Like a lot of stuff that happened out there that's going, like the city really going crazy. Like if you be in Atlanta, you know, like it's a difference between the Atlanta you was in, like back in 06, niggas was wilding and all that, but it was still a cold. You feel me? Like now ain't no cold out there, man. Niggas, you feel me? It's a bunch of snake niggas everywhere. But now the focus is on Atlanta, because in Atlanta, like I said, you can get rich overnight. You feel me? So anybody see you getting money, of course they gonna be, you got your sour niggas, you feel me? So all I gotta say is if you a sour nigga, man, just instead of hating on the next nigga, just, you feel me, work on your situation.
Facts.
And that's all it is.
Oh man. Okay, so last question. I guess it's some multi-question here. Okay. So you a young dude. Do you think you're gonna vote in the upcoming election?
Definitely.
Okay. So we got Donald Trump, we got John Kasich, we got Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders. Who you think you voting for?
All right. So right off top, fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump.
That's initial. Secondly, you feel me? I don't like Hillary Clinton, you feel me? And it's not because she's a woman, you feel me? It's just because she reneges on everything she says, and then she sways her political views based on what's popular. Okay. A lot of people don't think, you feel me, a hood nigga from Brownsville would be able to pick up on that. Yeah. But if you go back, like Hillary Clinton and damn near Bill Clinton is the reason all my friends is locked up right now due to mass incarceration, you feel me? Like, and a lot of people my age don't know that. Now, you feel me? Hillary Clinton is the lady that said most of anybody that's walking, like a group of black kids walking together, are terrorists damn near. Basically a threat to
super predators.
For super predators, you feel what I'm saying? And then she reneged recently at the debate with Bernie Sanders, saying that she was talking about the cartels and all of that. All right, you talking about the cartels. Let's go a step further than that then. Okay. Ronald Reagan and the U.S. government put crack cocaine in black neighborhoods, and they the reason we are how we are now. Richard Nixon, they were all against black people when they had plans to destroy the ghettos, you feel me, and create ghettos. Actually, there was no ghettos, you feel me? All right. Hillary Clinton comes from that same lineage. I can't get jiggy with nobody that, you feel me, supports locking up people with my, you feel me, age group, skin color, anything like that, you feel me? And then we can take it a step further. Marijuana is, you get 25 years for marijuana, you feel me? Who mainly deals with marijuana in America? Black people, my nigga, you feel what I'm saying? All right, that's why I don't bang with Hillary Clinton. Not because she's a woman. If it was another woman that was promoting, you feel me, the same ideas like a Bernie Sanders was promoting, I'd be all for it. Bernie Sanders is my guy because he's for the people, and I understand, you can see directly what Bernie Sanders wants to do for the country. It's not like, you feel me, it's no real hidden agendas because he put it right there on the table for you. Now, that's what all I like. I like bluntness and straightforwardness, you feel me? So I'm for whoever is going to put America in the best position to prosper. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, what's crazy, right, is that you explained that the same exact way, literally, as I want to explain it. So I have nothing to say. I literally have nothing to say. I'm gonna, you know what's funny, right? Is that I just posted a status on Facebook, like I want to say like 5 days ago, about exactly what you said with the with drugs and how Bill Clinton basically doubled down on what Nixon and Reagan was doing. Like he was a Democrat, and he doubled down on that shit and really further crushed that generation of black people, which is the generation of like our generation, whatever, and of two before ours, basically. You know, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm like, yo, mom, because I told my mother the same thing and she didn't understand me. I'm like, all right, look, yo, listen to this right here, because I ain't prep him. Like, yo, listen to what he just said.
Yeah, like, you feel me? If you 1 foot out, 1 foot in, like me, you feel me? I'm not just always in the hood. I'm not just always in the office. You feel me? So I know how both sides work in a sense. I'm learning still, but I got an idea how both sides work. You feel me? I know why they want to lock up all the drug dealers and all of that, and they think it's bad for the community. And I know why, you feel me, we getting 25 years for a pound of weed. You feel me? So it's like I can't. It's like you gotta understand and just see it for what it is. Do your Googles. You feel me?
Do your Googles.
Do your anything you want to know is on the internet. You feel me? Don't be gullible and just believe everything you read. But if you do enough research, you'll be able to weed out what's fact and what's, you feel me, opinion. Other than that, yeah, man, it's hard out here, son. You gotta understand the world you living in if you trying to make it.
Word.
So that's all it is. Go vote. Definitely
go vote, man. All right, at Yes I'm Dano. Yes I'm DANO. That's Twitter. Is Instagram the same thing?
Instagram is at the real Danny Boy. Snapchat, Yes I'm Dano. If you want to see me in my lit life every day.
I'm gonna follow you when follow you soon.
Facts. You can go get Brownsvillain, my debut EP, on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Google Play, and we keeping it pushing. We gonna be on everything, you feel me? Visuals coming, everything's coming. I got another show April 16th.
Perfect.
Who Got the Juice Barbecue?
I seen that.
Just added me to the bill. It's going down.
Oh, it's lit.
So
it's
you
lit.
feel me? Yeah, look me up, Danny Boy. Google Danny Boy, and I'm gonna come up.
Man, all right, folks, it's the Encore Radio Show, EncoreRadioShow.com, at Encore Radio Show, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Shout out to the Indie Creative Network as well. Listen to all the shows. We have Elite Music Radio coming up next. Lock into that. Subscribe to us on iTunes and shit. Indie Creative Network. You can't fuck it up. At the @ name on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook is at Indie Creative NW, all one word. It's the Encore Radio Show. Good night, good morning, good afternoon.
My nigga Wah, shout out Encore Radio. It's Danny Boy, man. We lit in this bitch.
The Encore Radio Show podcast is an Indie Creative Network production, recorded at Real Life Studios, produced by Lance Huff, and executively produced by Chris Copastetik.